In today's class, I am going to explain about the surface tension of drop weight method. That is, by using drop weight method, how to measure surface tension of a given liquid. That liquid may be a water or a kerosene, whatever it is. So by using this formula, we are going to measure surface tension of a water. That is, given liquid here is water. The formula is T is equal to mg divided by 3.8 into R. M is nothing but mass of a single drop, and G is acceleration due to gravity. It is a constant value, as I know, that is 9.8 meter per second square, and R is the radius of the glass tube. Through only we have to pass through the water. After passing through that narrow tube, it gets surface tensed. So the important parameter is R. So how we can measure that R? By using this traveling microscope, we can measure R. That is, through which glass tube we are going to pass through the water. For that glass tube we are going to take the radius value. So that's why here we are using traveling microscope. So I have focused. So before focusing, you have to ensure that collimator and the glass tube both are in a straight portion. Now the image is very clear because I am adjusting the height level and the distance between these stand as well as traveling microscope. When these adjustments are made in a perfect manner, then we can obtain a perfect image. So from that eyepiece we can view glass tube, that is, we can view two cores, that is inner core and outer core. So we have to take radius for the inner core because through the inner portion only the water is passed. So how we can adjust the cross wire? That is, so from the tabular column it is well known that is the glass tube you already watched, that is through the traveling microscope how it is focused you already watched. So here it is consist of two cores. So you are going to measure the radius of the inner core, that is from that position you can easily understand. So in the first figure it represents that cross wire is in left position, and the second figure it is in right position, and the third figure it is in top position, and the fourth figure it is in bottom position. So you should know what is the least count value for the traveling microscope. It is nothing but 0.001 centimeter or 0.001 into 10 power minus 2 meter. So how we can adjust the cross wire? By using a traveling microscope. So listen carefully. That is, by using this screw we can move this bench from left to right. That is, from left to right, by using this screw we can move. For top to down portion we can move this screw. We can use this screw and we have to move the glass tube portion from top to bottom, and by using this screw we can move that core from left to right portion. Now I am going to fix the position of a cross wire in right position. I have fixed the cross wire. Actually the cross wire is in plus symbol, so you have to take, for left to right you have to take the vertical wire. So now it's clear, that is in a right position, in the inner core is focused. Yeah. Now we can notify the reading. So we already know each division is 0.05. Now it is in 9.5055665.7. So the value for main scale reading is, for right position, 9.7. So 9.7 is the value of the main scale reading. So here this vertical bench consists of number of divisions in it. So we have to take from, that is we have to take 1 to 50. We have to consider 1 to 50. So at which line is exactly coincide with main scale reading, we have to notify. So by using a lens, which line is exactly coincides? Second line, third line, please. So when we watch through from the top, 1 minute. தெரியுது எல்லாமே தெரியுது. It's all clear. இது எல்லாமே தெரியுதா? Okay. அப்போ no problem. So when we watch that vernier scale position, that is we have to notice from 1 to 50 line. Don't consider about other readings, other that is 0.2, 0.1, in some terms are there. Don't consider that. You have to take from 1 to 50. Which lines are perfectly coincide with main scale reading, that will be considered as a better vernier scale coincidence. Here fourth line is having, there are many lines are having better coincidence. We have to take 4. 4 as a vernier scale coincidence. Okay. First minute. So for top to bottom, you have to use these screw to move down and up. So by using this screw, that is the crosswire, that is horizontal portion of the crosswire is coincide with the top of the inner core. You can view through that. So when we watch very closely and deeply, so through the eyepiece, you can view the inner core, that is glass tube portion, but it is somewhat oscillating. So please watch carefully. That is the upper wire is coincide with the upper portion of the glass tube, that is inner core is coincides here. Like the third picture, we have coincide. So for that I am looking forward the reading, that is here in the 0 it coincide with 9.5, 9.1, 9.15, 9.2, 9.4, 1 minute, 9. So the value of main scale reading is 9.4. So in the same way we are measuring the vernier scale coincidence from this bench. So from the same method we have to repeat for this. So we can find out the main scale reading for left position, right position, top, bottom in the same way. So after getting the vernier scale coincidence, you have to multiply that value with least count. You can obtain the value of vernier scale reading. Then for total reading, you have to add these two, that is main scale reading and vernier scale reading, and you can obtain. And then you have to find out the difference, and you have to take, that is it is in diameter, and you have to divide it by 2, and you can obtain the value of radius. So now it's clear, I think. So radius value. So from the formula, we know how to calculate R by using travelling microscope. Now you are familiar with travelling microscope little bit, and for M you are going to measure W2, W1 and number of drops. That is W2 is nothing but, W1 is nothing but, that is W1 is the weight of the empty beaker. That is this, you are going to measure weight of this beaker, and after having some drops of water you have to measure the weight, that will be considered as W2. So empty beaker weight is denoted as W1. After taking some drops of water, it will be considered as W2. And for finding mass of single drop, the formula is W2 minus W1 divided by number of drops. So now I am going to measure W1 by using a weighting machine. So by using this we can measure weight of this beaker. Before that, if you have any excess value, just you have to put this tare option. Actually it isn't 0. If it is not in 0 means it consists of some atmospheric values. So to come to the original values you have to touch this tare option. Then you have to put this in the middle of the pan. So the value of W1 is 29.61 grams. So by this arrangement we have to take 30 drops of water, whatever it is we can add. Actually that drops should be uniform manner, that is every drop is the water which is passed through that glass tube. By adjusting this cork, that should be the drop. For passing through that water you have to fix this glass tube, that is for this glass tube only we have to take the value of R. So radius already measure பண்ணோம்ல, அதை நீங்க இந்த டியூப்ல fix பண்ணிக்கோங்க. And this stop cork is used to, because without stop cork if you are passing that water through that funnel means it will be come out immediately, not by a drop. So for making the drop we have to use this stop cork. So if you are adjusting this stop cork, it will be make that water as a liquid one, that is drop by drop that water will be come. So after that you can collect that water in the empty beaker. Now I am going to take the weight of the beaker, which consists of some 20 drops of water. This is not a 30 drops, 20 drops of water. I am going to measure W2.
Okay.
Zero varula? Yes. Okay. So already we know what is the value of W1. Now I am measuring the value of W2. So approximately W1 is 29, W2 is 31. That is 2 gram is approximately increased after giving 20 drops of water. So in this formula we know the parameters W2, W1. That is W1 is the value of the empty beaker, W2 is the value of the empty beaker plus 20 drops of water divided by number of drops. Here the number of drops is 20. So add all the values, that is you have to substitute all the values and you can find the value of M. Already we know the value of R. Now we can easily find out the value of surface tension of water. Not only water, if we give any liquid, any kind of liquid, if we know this formula, we can find surface tension of that kind of liquids. If there is any kind of liquids, we can measure the surface tension. So that's all about surface tension of a given liquid by drop weight method. Thank you.